Long time no see, everybody. What's going on? So, what have we got here today? So, Donald Trump's peace plan with Iran, the peace deal over. What's going on, folks? Not so fast. So, let's get into that. All right, folks. So, the Donald Trump American peace deal plan with Iran. People saying it's over because America and Iran are going back and forth. Not so fast, folks. All right. So, yes, sometimes there's agreements, but it's common for nations or people to have some disagreements. By the way, this whole idea saying that, hey, Donald Trump's peace plan is not working is actually completely false and wrong and inaccurate, and I'll tell you why. Folks, the peace plan Donald Trump has made with Iran is actually good for America, right, folks? It's also good for Iran. Oil prices are down, folks. If you think that oil prices will go up, maybe yes, maybe no, that's hard to say. But at this point, the peace plan has helped the oil prices go down. Yes, today they're going back and forth with each other, America and Iran, and people are very dubious, and they'll say, hey, wait a second, what's going on here? Now America's back with Iran, Iran is going back with America, so there's no clear path to this. Okay, not necessarily, like I told you folks. The peace plan has brought the oil prices down. The stock market has gone up. Dow Jones Industrial is all-time high. What does that mean? That means people have seen stability and they believe, and yes, maybe most of us will trust that this peace plan will work. Was that a guarantee? There is no guarantees for anything, folks, okay? So on the long run, it's also good for Iran because now they can focus on their economy, start building their economy. For years, they have struggled, or maybe they have not struggled, depending upon how you see it, okay? They're finally able to come back. By the way, they were allowed to play in the World Cup, so that's also a good news. Not like some countries, they're not allowed to play. So they're allowed to play in the World Cup. They're playing. I'm not sure if they're going to go to the round two. So the whole idea the peace plan is over is not really true. It's actually inaccurate and false. It's good for America also because of, like I said, our economy. We have other things to focus on, not focusing on Iran. And I think President Donald Trump is really smart in making this deal, making this peace plan, because now we can focus on our own problems, including our infrastructure, okay, our inflation and cost of living. Our maybe tax system maybe has to be reformed also, okay? So yes, people will turn around and say, hey, not the best solution, but it is the best solution. By the way, if you go back and you see our history with Iran, right, folks, going back to Jimmy Carter, right, maybe this whole idea started during Jimmy Carter's time, right? And then went to Ronald Reagan, right? Then came Bill Clinton's, right? Bush 41, Bill Clinton, and then of course then we had Bush 43, and then we had Barack Obama, then of course Trump, then Biden. So all these presidents, but nobody really stepped up on this topic, right? And President Donald Trump is probably the only president who's actually stepped up on this topic, right? Which is smart in a way. He's a businessman, right, folks? If you go back and look at his background, he's not like most of these presidents we've had. I'm not saying it's anything good or bad. Lawyers, right, career politicians, don't get me wrong, law degree does not necessarily mean bad. I have a law degree myself, okay? A businessman, went to University of Pennsylvania. He's strict to business. And on the long run, like I said, easing the restrictions on Iran is good for Iranians' economy. And I think they have a lot to gain here too, and America has a lot to gain too. Why should we get involved in conflicts which are taking us nowhere? Now people will turn around and say, hey, well, this is not the best deal. Well, it is a good deal, folks. Do you really want another Vietnam? Okay, what does that mean? It's far, folks. Iran is really, really far away from here. Do we really want to continue our policies towards them? No, not necessarily, and there is no reason for us to do that. It's really far, it's expensive, and we have allies in the Middle East, and I think they are able to resolve this themselves. So why do we want to continue this whole back and forth with them, which we don't have to, folks, all right? So Vietnam was the same thing, right? It was really far. Okay. spent a lot of time, energy, lives were gone, okay? So why go through all that? I think this is a very smart move by President Donald Trump. I give him full credit for this. And I think it's a smart decision to come together, make a peace deal, peace agreement or peace plan, and say, hey, listen, this is what we have for you all, okay? And you guys, or folks, can work on your own economy, which they need to, if they want to. And here we have America, okay? We had disagreements at the beginning, and now we have come to an agreement. It's completely fine, folks. There's nothing wrong in that. Americans do not hold any grudges towards Iranians, and I don't think Iranians at this point are holding any grudges towards us. So why create this whole thing? And I think he's done an incredible job by proposing this and signing this, which he did, if you saw it some time ago, and believe it or not, has pulled a lot of confidence in the markets, of the stock market, people buying homes, buying cars. People want to listen to peace. People are not listening. People are not interested to listen to problems, which are going to keep coming back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and say, hey, well, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing that. No, nobody really wants to listen to that, folks. So people are going to come back and say, this is a bad deal. I don't understand what seems to be their proposal. My question is, what is your proposal? Do you want another Vietnam? Do you want more confrontation? Do you want more aggressive policies? No. Who really wants that? And to the question is, for people who are saying that, are you willing to go there? Are you willing to step in and fight? Most likely no. Okay, so sitting on your couch and saying, hey, let's do this, let's do that, oh, nothing is done yet, we need to step in. Wait a second. Hold your horses for 30 seconds. Hey, listen, nobody wants conflicts. Well, at least I'm sure most people don't want conflicts, all right? So conflict is over, which is great. Yes, we're going back and forth today. Again, okay, it's completely fine. That's, like I said, it's common. It's just like nations, friends, husband and wife and husband. They're still married, but they will have their own conflict. So America and Iran have little conflict. It's fine. It's completely fine, back and forth. And this will maybe continue for some time, maybe not continue for the foreseeable future, or maybe it will end at the end of Donald Trump's term, or maybe it will continue to the next president, or maybe Donald Trump will run for a third term, okay? So little tricky topic about saying there is no clear, fine line, okay? And hey, if you think there is a better option, make your own video and put your comments at the bottom and say, hey, sir, you're wrong on Donald Trump's peace plan. I don't know why you agree with Donald Trump's peace plan. I think it's not a good idea. And we want to listen to you and say what? What is your proposal? What are you proposing here? Do you have something better? And hey, if you have, put your comments at the bottom, or put your video and let us know and say we disagree with you, okay? And we would love to hear back from you. Folks, if you like this video and if you agree what I said about the whole policy, please put thumbs up and please press the subscribe button. Thank you.